Hello everyone and welcome to Tipsy, where we actually provide you with top predictions based on a lot of criterias. And you may actually wish to know how we actually get these predictions. Of course, we are now using our own best AI intelligent tool that actually analyzes matches based on a lot of criterias. After which we manually make these picks and go further to use third-party sites such as SofaScore and Bet Explorer to make sure that we check for the form of the team, the home and away performance of that team, as well as top scorers. And if this actually meets our need, then we actually come to share them with you. We can therefore say these predictions are over 90% accurate, and you can actually make your bet picks and analyze and include in your bet slip. Therefore, if you are new to this channel, make sure to hit the like and subscribe button for new post notifications and updates. So this is actually what we have for you today. Today, we actually have 12 games to share with you, and you can as well check our handpick 2+ odds from the website link below this video description. So in our today's episode, the first match in our list is actually in the Germany Bundesliga West. Is actually a match between Ball Piverian playing versus Sport Club Brugge Victoria. So if we look at the standings between these two teams, we are going to see that Dortmund under 19 here is actually has played 6 games, scoring 15 goals, conceding 6, as compared to its opponent Victoria Köln that has actually played 6 matches, scoring 9 and conceding 9. If we now look at the form of these two teams, we are going to see that Dortmund here has a better form, having played 5 games, scoring 12 goals and conceding 5, as compared to its opponent that has actually played 9 and that has actually played 5 games, scoring 9 goals and conceding 7. If we look at the performance rate of Dortmund, you can see that they have a good performance rate, same way as Victoria Köln. They also have good performance, even though they have actually lost some matches here. If we look at the head-to-head between these two teams, you are going to see that this same here actually they played, it actually ended as 0-0. Yes, of course, though it is 0-0, of course, today we are actually expecting an over 1.5 goal to occur in this match as one of the best possibility. Second possibility being the fact that we are actually expecting Victoria Dortmund, to actually win. This is actually the under 19. The next in our list is actually in the Slovakia First Liga Women. It's actually a match between AS Trenčín playing versus FC Union Nove. Here, if we look at the standing here, you are going to see that though Trenčín is in the 6th position, you can see that they have a very high performance rate of scoring. You can see they have actually played 10 matches, scoring 30 goals, conceding 23, as compared to its opponent that has actually played 10, scoring just 5 goals and conceding 49. This is very, very conceding. This is to tell you that the Novi Zamki women is actually very, very conceding. If we look at the performance rate of Trenčín, you can see that they are really good here as compared to Novi Zamki. So if we now look at the head-to-head between these two, we are going to see that this same here, the most recent, Trenčín actually played away and he hit Novi Zamki 3-0. But this time, you are going to see that Trenčín is coming home, having a better performance rate. We are actually expecting Trenčín to win as one of the possibility in this match. Second possibility being the fact that we are actually expecting an over 1.5 goals. And the third possibility being the fact that we are also expecting an over 2.5 goal in this game. The next in our list is actually in the Estonia S-Liga. It's actually a match between Nõmme United playing versus Ida Viruma FC. Here, if we look at the standings here, we are going to see that both teams are almost on equal standing. Nõmme United has actually played 33 games, scoring 68 goals and conceding 55. In other words, they are very, very offensive, and they are also very, very conceding. Same way as FC Alliance that has played 33, scoring 24 goals and conceding 97. In other words, Alliance is very conceding. If we look at the form, we are going to see that Nõmme United has a better form, having played 5 games, scoring 8 goals, conceding 9, as compared to its opponent that has played 5, scoring 0 goals, but conceding 23. In other words, they are very conceding. If we look at the performance rate of Nome United, you can see that they score a lot of goals as compared to its opponent that conceive a lot of goals. Now, if we look at the head-to-head between these two, you are going to see that this same year, 2022, 2022, 2022, all the 3 times that they have actually met, it has always ended as an over 1.5 as well as an over 2.5. Nome United now having a better form and also taking the advantage for the fact that it has is coming home. We are therefore still expecting an over 1.5 to occur in this match as one of the best possibility, over 2.5 as the second possibility, and over 3.5 as well. But to stay on the safe side, maximum should be an over 2.5. The next in our list is actually, let's give it a wait, is actually in the Estonia S-Liga, still in the Estonia S-Liga. This time is a match between JK Tulevik playing versus Haju Jalpalikoli. Here, if we look at the standings, we are going to see that Haju actually have the best standing here. They've actually played 23 games, scoring 83 goals, conceding 43. That's they are very, very offensive as compared to Tulevik that has actually played 33, scoring 28 and conceding 93. In other words, they are very conceding. If we look at the form, we are going to see that Haju has the best form in here, having played 5 games, scoring 10 goals, conceding 4, as compared to its opponent Tulevik that has played 5, scoring 9 goals and conceding 12. Now, if you check the performance rate of Tulevik, they are average, and as compared to Haju, who is very, very good here. Now, if we look at the head-to-head, we are going to see that from the head-to-head here, let's give it a little wait for it to load. Though we have a more offensive rate of Haju here, though we have no head-to-head, but you can see that from the performance rate here, they are very good. Therefore, we are expecting an over 1.5 here as the best possibility. And also, another chance is that we are expecting Haju to actually win. The next in our list is actually in the Poland Third Liga. It's actually Poland Third Liga Group 2. It's actually a match between Jedania playing versus Unia Janiko. So here, if we look at the standings, we are going to see that Jedania actually, Jedania actually have a best standing here. They have actually played 13 games, scoring 33 goals, conceding 18 as compared to its opponent that has actually played 13, scoring just 13 and conceding 26. From the form, we are going to see that Jedania actually has the best form here, having played 5, scoring 11 and conceding 5 as compared to its opponent that has played 5, scoring just 3 and conceding 14. You can see the performance rate of Jedania here. They are better here as compared to its opponent. Now, if we look at the head-to-head, we are going to see that though we have no head-to-head here, but from the performance rate of Jedania, of course, we are expecting it to actually win this game as one of the best possibility. Second possibility being the fact that an over 1.5 goal might also occur in this match. The next in our list is actually in the Austria Bundesliga Women. It's actually a match between SKV Ortenmarkt playing versus Stormgrass. So here, if you look at the standing, you are going to see that Stormgrass Women is actually in the Women League, Bundesliga Women. You are going to see that Stormgrass Women actually has a better form as compared to its opponent. They have actually played 7 games, scoring 27 goals, conceding 5, as compared to its opponent, Ortenmarkt Women, that has actually played 7, scoring 3 goals, conceding 39. In other words, they are very conceding here. If we look at the form, we are going to see that Stormgrass has a better form, having played 5 games, scoring 20 goals, conceding 4, as compared to its opponent that has played 5, scoring just 3 goals and conceding 18, which means they are very, very conceding. The performance rate of Ortenmarkt is very poor here. You can see it here, while that of Stormgrass is very good. If we look at the head-to-head, we are going to see that the last match played here, Stormgrass was actually away and Ortenmarkt played its greatest defense. This time, Stormgrass has the the best form here, and it is, even though it is away, it is having a very better form. We are expecting it to win as one of the best possibility here. Second being that we are also expecting an over 1.5 goal in this game to actually occur. The next in our list is actually in the Germany. This time is Junioren Bundesliga Nord. It's actually a match between Hertha Berlin playing versus FC Energy Cottbus. Here, of course, if we look at the standing here, we are going to see that Hertha under 19 is actually the best standing here. It is actually an under 19. It is actually Bundesliga under 19. It is Bundesliga North. If you look, you are going to see that Hertha under 19 has a better form. They've actually played 6 games, scoring 26 goals, conceding 4, as compared to its opponent Could Bus under 19 that has actually played 6, scoring 10 goals and conceding 11. From the form, we are going to see that Hertha actually has a better form, having played 5 games, scoring 22 goals, conceding 4, as compared to its opponent that has actually played 5, scoring just 6 and conceding 11. From the performance rate also, you can see that Hertha under 19 is actually having the best performance rate as compared to Could Bus. That is also average. If you see here from the standing, we are going to see that it was way far back. It actually ended as 2-0. But this time, both teams have a better standings in form. And therefore, we are actually expecting Hertha Berlin to actually take the lead in this match as one of the best possibility for the fact that it's going to take the home advantage and having a better form. Second possibility being the fact that we are also expecting an over 1.5 goal to actually occur in this game full time. The next in our list is actually in the Germany Oberliga Hamburg. This time it is actually a match between TuS Dassendorf playing versus Hamburger SV. If we look at the standing here, we are going to see that Dassendorf actually have the fourth form, having played 15 games, scoring 42 goals and conceding 14, as compared to its opponent Hamburger SV that has played 16, scoring 25 goals, conceding 38. If we look at the form, of course, we are going to see that Dassendorf has a better form, having played 5 games, scoring 18 goals, conceding 5, as compared to its opponent that has actually played 5, scoring 8 goals and conceding 12. You can see that the performance rate of Dassendorf is actually very good here as compared to Hamburger SV. Now, if you look at the head-to-head between these two, you are going to see that it was really way far back. It actually ended as 3-1 as the match that they actually met far way back. But this time, of course, Dassendorf has a better form and they are coming home. We are actually expecting it to win as one of the possibility here. Second possibility being the fact that we are actually expecting an over 1.5 goal to also occur in this game. The next in our list is actually in the Belgium Superliga Women. It's actually a match between Club Brugge playing versus Heavily Leuven. Here, if we look at the standing, we are going to see that both teams actually have good stands. Of course, Leuven is the first in the standing here. They have actually played 7 games, scoring 32 goals, conceding 0. In other words, very offensive and very defensive as compared to Club Brugge women that has actually played 7, scoring 24 goals and conceding 8. We will look at the form here. We are going to see that Leuven women has a better form, having played 5 games, scoring 22 goals, conceding 0, as compared to its opponent that has played 5, scoring 20, conceding 6. If we look at the performance rate here, you are going to see that Club Brugge women is actually very great, and also Leuven women, they are also very great. If we look at the head-to-head between these two, we are going to see that all the times, this 2022, most of the time they have met 3 times here, 2022. 2 times they have actually, the most recent, it has always ended as an over 1.5, as well as an over 2.5, as well as an over 3.5. But to be very safe here, the best possibility here is an over 1.5 as one of the possibilities, second being an over 2.5. 3.5 will be more risky. The next in our list is actually in the Poland Ekstraliga Women. It's actually a match between Górnicy Club playing versus Lux Sportowa. Here, if we look at the standing, we are going to see that Lesna women actually have played 8 games, scoring 23 goals, conceding 11, as compared to its opponent Radom women that has actually played 8, scoring 4 and conceding 28. If we look at the form, we are going to see that Lesna women has actually played 5, having 13 goals and conceding 7, as compared to its opponent Radom that has actually played 5, scoring 4 and conceding 12. In other words, it has a better form as compared to Radom women. If you look at the performance rate, you can confirm that here, seeing the fact that Lesna women actually have a better performance rate as compared to its opponent, who is very conceding, and they're actually not very good. So if you look here from the head-to-head, we are going to see that it was really way far back. It has always ended as 8-0, 8-0. That's an over 1.5, as well as an over 2.5, as well as over 3.5, and even over 4.5. But to stay on the safe side, the best possibility here is to actually go for an over 1.5 as one of the possibility, over 2.5 as the second possibility, and over 3.5 as the next possibility. But over 2.5 is the better to stay on the safe side. The next in our list is actually in the Germany Oberliga Bayern North. This time it's actually a match between FC Eintracht Bamberg playing versus Sportveren 1860. Here, if we look at the standings here, we are going to see that Bamberg has a better standing. They've actually played 16 games, scoring 39 goals, conceding 14, as compared to its opponent that has actually played 16, scoring 22, conceding 29. If we look at the form here, we are going to see that Bamberg has a better form, having played 5 games, scoring 15 goals, and conceding 2, as compared to its opponent that has actually played 5, scoring just 5 goals, conceding 10. You can see that from the performance rate, Bamberg actually has a better performance rate as compared to its opponent, Neumarkt. So you can see from the head-to-head here, we can see that most of the match, especially this year, 2022, they have actually played. It actually ends as 2:3. That's an over 1.5, as well as an over 2.5, as well as an over 3.5. But to stay on the safe side, an over 2.5 here is the best possibility, as well as an over 1.5. The next in our list is actually in the Germany Oberliga Hessen. This time is a match between FC Gießen playing versus SV Unter Flockenbach. Here, if you look at the standing, you can see that Gießen has the best standing here, having played 16 games, scoring 34 goals, conceding 16, as compared to its opponent that has actually played 16, scoring 27 goals and conceding 39. If we look at the form here, we are going to see that Gießen actually has a better form and the best, having played 5 games, scoring 13 goals, conceding 2, as compared to its opponent that has played 5, scoring 10 and conceding 7. Now this time you can check the performance rate and see that they have a better performance rate as compared to its opponent, who is average. This time, if we look at the head-to-head between these two, we are going to see that we have no head-to-head. But of course, from the performance rate, we are actually expecting 2 possibilities, even 3 possibilities here. The best possibility is the fact that Gießen, having a better performance rate, have more chances of winning, as even taking the home advantage. Second possibility being the fact that we are actually expecting an over 1.5 goals to actually occur in this game. You can as well check our hand-picked 2+ odds from the website link below this video description. Thank you very much for watching. Do not forget to like, comment and subscribe for new post notifications and updates, and see you again in our next episode. Bye-bye.
And now I know my heart is a ghost town.